Hey, welcome to episode number 2 of this, we'll call it a build series. And if you watched our first episode, there's something important that I didn't touch on in the first episode, and that's kind of because I didn't unbox this in the first episode. So I unboxed the whole chassis kit, minus the body. So the body box is still set to the side, but everything that's left over in the bottom of the big box, it's all chassis parts, right? Well, in there, you also have your unique UK style license plates. And if you look at this is BRX02 So this is chassis number 246, and the S is gonna signify that it's an 88. So all this is explained in your owner's manual, and it is the first page. Also included with this, really, really cool, is in the receiver box that's in there. If you open it up, you actually have your VIN tag. So this has your VIN number on it, and you can go online and actually register this on Boom's website. Really, really unique option there, and something really cool that I didn't touch on in the first video. So without further ado, we're gonna start building this thing. So now that we have it out of the box, what's in it? Well, you have a whole bunch of different things going on. And what I like is that they're all individually packaged. So this is tools and oils, your leaf springs, this one's labeled parts, you have a servo, and then in the cases you have transmission and your axles. Beautiful axles, by the way, great quality. I'm gonna go over that when I open those up, because there's a few things that I want to do with those. Then you have shocks and bumpers and chassis braces and drive shafts, steel drive shafts, I may add. And then you have a big bag of screws and gears, and then another one marked others. So that's all that stuff. And then the important part, your chassis, left and right. You have your receiver box, your wheels and tires, and they even included your wiring retainers. So super, super, super organized, very cool. Definitely the way that I like to start a build, organized. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the directions. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna need in the first parts of the build. I'm gonna select them out of this organized packaging. I'm gonna get that out, and we're gonna do a time lapse, because nobody wants to sit here and watch me screw by screw, right? So we'll do a time lapse, and then once that time lapse is done, we'll go over what we did, all right? So as I'm getting my parts laid out here, I was gonna start the time lapse, and then I said to myself, there's something that I wanna cover here, because it is definitely very unique and very organized. And I love the way Boom does this. Now, mind you, this is our first Boom build. So if you're an experienced Boom builder, you know this. I didn't. So on every page, you have a great diagram of what you're gonna be doing, and you have all the hardware you need. But what's even cooler is it says chassis A. Well, when you open up your screws and gears bag, there is an A chassis screw bag. These are all the screws that are on this page. And then throughout the build, you're gonna have J, gears, shafts, and bearings, right? That's bag J. And there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Like, they are organized, and everything is accounted for. Leafs and shocks, just unbelievable. Receiver box, down to the receiver box screws, like individually packaged and labeled. So there's no guessing. Very impressed. So now that I know that, we're gonna go back a little bit and then go forward a little bit. Go back to forward. And we're gonna start the time lapse on me building this. It's gonna be a long time lapse. I'm gonna screw some things up. No, I'm not. This is gonna be easy. Directions are nice. Check it out. Okay, so this is where we're at. This is it. Beautiful quality, beautiful quality. Very, very, very high-end truck here. This is, everything's metal, everything, all the machining, the fit, the finish, how everything meets up and lines up is absolutely perfect. The directions are super clear, super easy to read and understand. You know where the screws go. You know exactly what length they're supposed to be, how many you're supposed to have. The bags are organized and easy to know. Like they're lettered, man. So as long as you know your ABCs, you're golden. But down to the laser engraved Boom Racing flag. Everything, the nutserts that are brass on the skid, everything went together so easily. This took me like no time, and this is my first time building this. So total noob coming into Boom Racing and just reading the directions like any of you would. And this maybe took me 15 minutes, if that. Looks fantastic. So very impressed so far. No complaints yet. I'll find one. That's the end of this episode. I want to enjoy this, so we're going to break this up a little bit. I'm not going to build the whole thing in one sitting, I promise. Plus, I don't want you guys to be bored watching 15, 20-minute videos of me doing the whole thing at once. And I really kind of want to hit on the little details that I may overlook if I tried to rush and do the whole thing at the same time. I want to do it right, so if you have any questions, or maybe you missed something during your build, or maybe you missed a bag or misplaced a bag, you'll know which one it is. So through every process, before I go into my time lapse, I'm going to tell you what bag I'm working on and what part and what pages I'm working on. And don't forget, when you get your VIN plate and your license plates in that box, go register your truck. Really cool option that they offer. Take advantage of it. And I will see you on the next episode. Thank you, Boom Racing. Thank you for watching, everybody.